If you have a child that you've above 6 months, going all the way to 1 year, 2 years, and you're wondering what you should be feeding them on, now that I've told you and warned you against the pasteurized milk, milk formulas, wheats and wheat products, yeah, and even the rice, your focus should be on nutrient-dense foods, because your baby doesn't need all the food. The body of that baby requires nutrients. To pick the nutrients from the food, okay, and then utilize them, and then the rest of the food is taken out, is excreted. Now, you underrate the power of beans, but mashed beans is good food for children. Mashed beans, you can add something like a vegetable like spinach, and then some bone broth. That is good food for your child, okay? You can also use pumpkins or butternuts. It will help even in easing the stool. This baby will not suffer from constipation when they take the pumpkins, because of the fiber that is in them. Also, all types of vegetables. Yeah, you can mix them in food. You can make a vegetable soup, and don't add fruit in that vegetable soup. Don't. If it's pumpkin with some broccoli that you let them take them as they are. Don't add, I don't know which type of food. They don't need it. You can only add an avocado now to make it very smooth. And also, the avocado is coming with a lot of nutrients. Okay. Give the eggs. You can scramble the eggs. You can, how you're going to feed the child. But scrambled are very easy for them to take, especially when it is very wet and slippery. They can swallow with ease. Okay, but you start to complain that your child has protein allergy and cannot be able to take the eggs. So drop the wheats so that you can accommodate the eggs. If you're giving the noodles, the spaghettis, and any wheat product that is near you. Also, you can give fish and seafood. You know whether to boil it, yeah, or whether to blend it, yeah. But that is a source of nutrient also. Continue breastfeeding. Yeah, a baby who is below 2 years, continue breastfeeding, breast milk, because of the immunity, yeah, and the nutrients that comes with them. Continue breastfeeding alongside the complementary feeding. Give all types of the meats. You can mince the goat meat, the pork, the beef and all that. Yeah. And then you can also mash the sweet potatoes or green bananas. Yeah, you mash them, you mix them with maybe the beans, or you mix them with the vegetables. You add bone broth to make them very soft to swallow. All these are good foods that you can give your child. And your child needs just 2 times of feed. Don't give the fruits. Hey, mothers are so obsessed with fruits for children. Please, you're giving them a lot of fruits. By the way, let me mention this. I've seen people who are wondering why the cancers in children are so rampant lately. But I have not done the research, but my observation is very clear. I've warned you about the modern fruits in the market and how the artificial ripening of the fruits and the usage of calcium carbide, which is a carcinogen, is happening to meet the market demand. You are ripening fruits with calcium carbide. Imagine that. A carcinogen. And then you as the mother, you've even instructed your house help. Mtoto akulishwe saa 5, umpe fruits. You give a child at 11 a.m., you give them a bowl of fruits and you mix them. And then in the evening, have you blended the juice for my child? Yeah, you blend the fruits that are left in the fridge. You give them. Then, when a child will be diagnosed with leukemia, you're wondering, where did it come from? Okay, good. Now, these are the don'ts for the child. Don't. Number 1, don't lock your child in the house. Let the baby play outside. Let the baby interact with the sun. Let them engage in the mud, in the dust, and also with pests. Yes, not pests, but pets. Whenever they interact with all these, you'll boost their immunity. You will boost their immunity. But when you lock your child in the house all the time, yeah, they will not boost their immunity, and therefore when they interact with the dust and the mud and all that for the first time, they are going to be sick. Yeah, don't sanitize every surface that this baby is playing on. Let them eat that dirt you think it's dirty. Okay, good. Also, don't give formula milk and pasteurized milk. This one we've sung about this one time and again, but you still don't want to hear. It will perforate the gut, and by the time that you'll be weaning or you start the complementary feeding, the food will not be accommodated in that stomach because of the allergies. Okay, good. Something else that you should not give are sweets. Yeah, don't give sweet things. Don't bribe your child to eat. If they cannot eat or they don't want to eat, let them be. Let them even sleep hungry if they want to. Because when the baby is hungry, they'll ask for food and take it. But you formed a culture of coming up with a program for the baby's feeding like 5 times per day. So if the baby is not feeding, you start to bribe them, giving them incentives. Baba, take this, Baba, take that. It is unhealthy. Yeah, it is not necessary. Wheat product should be a no. I did another video that I was telling you that the amylase enzyme that breaks down the carbohydrates is very minimal in children below the age of 1 year. But then you'll be there giving them the wheats and the noodles and the ugali with milk and I don't know, rice. So where are they going to get this amylase enzyme to use for the digestion of the carbohydrates? Give the foods that I've told you. And then the yogurts. Where I don't know who told mothers that babies must take yogurts. If you want your child to take the milk, give them the fermented milk, the one that you fermented yourself. These yogurts are coming with preservatives, with additives, okay, with sugar. I know you want to defend them that they are yogurts that do not have sugar. They are none. Milk itself is also sugar. Why? Because that is pasteurized milk. And after pasteurization, the only macronutrient that remains after denaturing the proteins and the fats is carbohydrate. And that carbohydrate, which is a lactose, which is a sugar. So you'll claim that it doesn't have added sugar, but it still has sugar, lactose. And it will perforate your gut. So you don't need that yogurt. Can you please make your own yogurts? Make your own homemade yogurts and then give them without adding sugar. Don't give sweets, don't give biscuits, don't give ice creams. Yeah, don't. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that 2 meals per day for this child. Because I told you, you can even be feeding your child 5 times per day. And all they are doing is becoming fat with 0 nutrients. Because the only thing that the baby is getting is glucose or is carbohydrate. Which leads to the accumulation of fats. But nutrient-wise, this baby is starving. It doesn't have any nutrients. The body cannot pick any nutrients from them. So what you do is you feed fewer meals, nutrient-dense food. That way this baby will survive. Will survive and they will not feel hungry all the time. And you'll boost their immunity. And you'll not subject them or predispose them to a lot of infections and low immunity. Okay, so to the mothers, I have listed them, especially the first time mothers, the ones who keep on asking me, what should we give our child? What should I give? Now you know. Consider that.